Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is Divine Eye Mystic Tarot, back with another general reading with my beautiful and handsome collective. Make sure you all are doing your return to senders, doing your affirmations. Make sure you're calling for your energy back from people, places, items that no longer serve your higher self. If you have items from those individuals, hopefully you've gotten rid of those in the best way, in the safest way. All right, you know what I mean? Um, Make sure that you are keeping your vibration high, but make sure you're doing your affirmations. All right. For those of you that are into meditation and things like that, if you're new to it, especially when it comes to your spiritual journey, some people have been doing meditation, way before. You know what I'm saying? A spiritual influence got involved. You know what I'm saying? I even came up. So it's not for you. All right. But for those of you that are new to meditation and things like that, make sure you do some research and look into it because it's different for everybody that, meditation is new to. All right. So a lot of things can happen. I know when I first started doing it, like I didn't know if I was supposed to fall asleep, but that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? But then after looking into it, I did see that, it's different for everybody. So once you get used to it and you find, that um, tolerance, you know what I'm saying? And that comfort of being in meditation where you don't get to that point. You know what I'm saying? You're more focused. All right. Not saying that I wasn't, but maybe I was a little too focused on tired of, being tired at the same time from work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But make sure you're doing your daily affirmations. For some of you, you may have to add to them depending on what your environment is like. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to journaling, for some of you, make sure you're doing that as well. If you're not into journaling, it's a good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Some people in high school, Gen Xers, you already know, they had English classes where you had those moments where you had a teacher that wanted you to have a journal, do journal entries, I don't know if that was part of, their lesson plan was for us to do that, but writing about our summer, and what it was like, what we did and stuff like that, I just felt like teachers was just fucking nosy. Like, why the fuck do it matter? But I feel like, they were trying to get us to talk about, certain things, open up, just, trying to break the ice with them to get to know us and, you know what I'm saying, see what we had going on, nosy. But, I mean, it also gave you that outlet to open up and be, expressive in ways, about yourself, and what you get into, what you like, and have you, actually tap into it. You know what I'm saying? And you actually had a moment where you get to talk about something without nobody knowing what that is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you're not into journaling, it's a good thing. It's good therapy. All right. But let's get into this read. Let's pull a few cards, get a message out. But overall, hopefully the message resonates with you, for you, or you just get in it for the vibe. Hell, your choice. All right. So, yeah. What does my collective need to know? What do we need to see? Tell me what I need to see. What's going on with my collective? I want to, put these back, but I'm not. I'm not. I really just wanted three. Give me. The bottom of the deck, you got seeking elders for guidance and advice. Man or woman. All right. So I'm gonna give you what came out. You got somebody asking, "Will you marry me?" All right. Next card. Feels that attacking you is pointless. Nothing is working. Next card. Because of what you know, I'm scared to face you for a shot. You see where it's going yet? Anyway. Next card. If I can't have you, nobody else will do. Divine Feminine. Child, just off the damn rip, I feel like somebody, them backed themselves into a corner where they may feel as though they want to come towards you, but because of your intuition, they don't know how much you know about what they haven't told you, and how discredited they are at this point, to even consider themselves, somebody that you would be interested in, because they come off as a liar, they come off as somebody that's not trustworthy, they come off as somebody, that's deceptive and things like that. So they can't, face you right now for a shot. You know what I'm saying? Because of what you know. And for some of you, or somebody in particular, I'm getting, it could be somebody new around you that it's like somebody may be with somebody you know, like just say a coworker dating somebody. That's somebody they with. I'm just using as an example. That somebody they with may find you to be somebody attractive, handsome, very interesting. Take a high resonate. But because of what you know, they are scared, to face you to shoot, for a shot. It's like somebody with somebody else, and this don't have to be, somebody that you work with or something like that. It may have been, it could be somebody that you're not with right now. You maybe was not in a connection with them, but it may have been close. You may have gotten involved with them, on a, what I'm saying, a let's get together, let's date level or whatever. But it may not have gotten to a stage where it could have been a commitment. You know what I'm saying? So you may have walked away from that and left that alone, let that person go, close out that cycle, 10 of Swords, and let that be. They could be with somebody else now. They may have tried to move on. Or this could be, others of you. It could be somebody that knows of you through somebody else, because you may be cool with them. Y'all may work together, may, converse like with a girl or something like that. But they dude is interested in you. Or somebody that is, you know what I'm saying? Like they aware of you through somebody else. So whether this is a friend group or somebody's, how people have a boyfriend, but they boyfriend got friends, associates. You know what I'm saying? They may have been around you. You may have been around that person and they people, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was a party, a club or something like that. But that's what I'm getting for some of you, or somebody in particular. It could be. That ain't for everybody. But it's like somebody seeing you from a distance. It's somebody between you and them. But it's like either it's a lover or it's somebody, that you around that is their lover. You know what I'm saying? That has somebody that, is interested in you, and you may know some things about them, or it could be somebody around you's lover. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm getting. Like somebody, it's a third party situation. Okay? But it's given like somebody possibly is like holding that in, holding it back, how they feel about you, that they like you. It's like, somebody looking, they already involved, but it's like they looking at you in a way where they could want to wish this person was that way, the way you are, think the way you do, carry themselves the way you do, but they don't. And it's things about you that, take it how it resonate. If this is somebody else's person that's, wanting to shoot their shot with you, but because they know things about them, because that friend probably talks about them to you, brings them up sometime, just having, a heart-to-heart conversation and stuff like that, or they may have some issues in their connection, but about them because she or he talks about it, you know what I'm saying, to you. So it makes it hard for them to face you to shoot their shot, because they know whatever issues they having with somebody else, about it. And that's putting a damper on them, wanting you to take them serious, or thinking, how foul or how, fucked up that is that they with somebody possibly that, about For the others of you, you don't even know this person. It's a past person that could be involved with somebody. For others of you that tried to move on, you know what I'm saying? Or had some other options or whatever, and they may be entertaining them. But at the same time, because whatever this separation caused, you know, whatever caused this separation, it's like this person, no, they didn't probably tell you everything they had going on. Your intuition, your discernment of like what those actions and that behavior, you know, symbolizes. You went on, you know what I'm saying? You pulled, you know what I'm saying, pulled your energy back and left this person, you know, with the energy they came with. So that's what they left with. Now, they may want to shoot their shot with you, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know how much of what they didn't tell you and how much you actually know. Just because you walked away don't mean you gave them the whole full scope of why you walked away. All right? But that's what it's giving. If they done tried to move on to somebody else, it's not somebody that they see themselves long term with. It's like knowing you. It's like knowing if you moved on. It's like just say your past person is an older person. They may have had they run-ins, you know, with outside people, you know, when they were involved with you, but that may be somebody that these may be people that they can be themselves with when they were low vibrational, you know what I'm saying, in that player energy, man or woman. But there's that one person they know ain't gonna. If you walked away from this person, they ain't get them no heads up that you gonna do that. Or even if you did and you actually stood on that, you did it and stood on it, and it's been some years now, some months now, some years now for some of you. They know you mean business, but that's more than they can say about the people they still go around and still have access to. And it's a damn shame when some people, you know, want to compete with you for a hard leg or a soft leg and not knowing what type of person you are because they feel like they, you know, they won somebody, you know, over by way of, you know, what they looking like or what they got going on. But in actuality, that person just low vibrational enough for them to have got them. You know what I'm saying? And not, you know, a little more, you know, protective of themselves, you know, to know better, you know what I'm saying, to deal with somebody that's fresh out of a connection or some involvement with, you know, somebody else to have healed from those situations. That's why a lot of things end up running into each other when it comes to trying to have a productive move on, you know what I'm saying, energy. When you ain't healed, you just jump into something with somebody else just to flex or not be alone and shit like that. It don't get you nowhere. Now you ended up trying to deal with past relationships while you already in another one, especially when you know that person that they moved on to or you moved on to wants a relationship. You know that. But you going to try to control whether you get in that relationship or whether you admit to being in that commitment or not while you dealing with the person you walked away from that you walked away from or they walked away from you. Like trying to deal with their absence and finding it hard to do because you know there's a possibility this may be one of them ones that ain't gonna come back. And whatever they may think about wanting to do to come back like they do anybody else ain't gonna work on you. That's what I'm getting. That's why they saying if I can't have you, nobody else would do. Even if they with somebody else. That somebody else may be happy to have your person. And that's good. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. But the point of the matter is having the person I'm hearing that line that people be using now for better right. Like having a pizza man is better than having no man at all. You better be talking about the damn Pizza Hut delivery man, Domino's delivery man, Papa John's delivery man. You better be talking about that damn pizza delivery man. Because if you talk about a pizza man, like a puzzle piece, no, bye, bye, bye. Okay? Because damn. Okay? Because if this is where we at, hell, if you can't find happiness in yourself, you don't need to be trying to hijack it from nobody else, I swear. Clarify, will you marry me? Who is this? Clarify, will you marry me? is this wants to ask the collective to marry them? Will you marry me? Who is this person? You got the King of Cups. You got the Three of Cups. I mean, the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. With the Knight of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Somebody feel like they missed the opportunity. They may have had some type of self-doubt, at the time. Like they may not have felt like, that they had what they needed, or they felt like, they were where they needed to be, or had the lifestyle that they felt like. Yeah, somebody had some self-doubt, you know what I'm saying? And this is a missed opportunity for somebody here. In the past, especially with this being in reverse, you know what I'm saying? But you got the King of Cups out here in the Six of Cups. So somebody feels, somebody very nurturing, could be an empath as well. They somebody that, is having a lot of memories, a lot of nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? They having a lot of thoughts, about the past. And that stability, like somebody sees you as somebody that, and they could be, wanting to gain some type of stability, or, be part of this, I want to say inheritance or whatever. But I'm also getting somebody wanting to share in something, because this King of Cups is giving somebody that's very supportive, but also, encouraging and things like that. Like, this could be somebody that has, or will support your endeavors, like whatever it is that you may get into or want to do, whatever your ideas or creativity, whatever your ideas and creativity lead you, this person is going to support that. This could be somebody you have kids with, don't have to be with this Six of Cups, or there's somebody that, has some type of past memories with you or whatever, some childhood memories, or this is somebody that, has a lot of thoughts, about some of the things that they feel like, is in line for them to want to ask you this. It's like the memories that they made with you gives them that foundation, that stability of wanting to ask you this. They want, I don't know if they, with this Ten of Pentacles, it's like they want to, have something with you. Clarify this Ten of Pentacles. So far you got water out here. Somebody could have fire in their chart. You got earth out here with the Ten of Pentacles. What's the Ten of Pentacles about? Will you marry me? Somebody sees you as stability. They see you as, somebody that they can build with, grow with. They, this is, clarify the Ten of Pentacles. They could have earth in their chart. Could be an earth sign dealing with a water sign. What's this Ten of Pentacles? What's the Ten of Pentacles? Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Give me a clarification for this Ten of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's a water sign, could be dealing with an earth sign. But this is somebody that feels as though, like, whatever it is, they working on some type of idea, with this proposal. Like, somebody trying to figure out, like, how they want to present this to you. Like, how do they want to, come towards you to do this. You know what I'm saying? They thinking of creative ideas. They could be, trying to want to express some feelings, the emotions, what comes into, somebody proposing when they getting down on one knee. You know what I'm saying? When they expressing how they feel, how they've always felt, how they've always saw, how they been seeing things with you from day one. That's what I'm getting from that Ten of Pentacles. This is somebody want to express how they, have wanted to build and see themselves growing and having, that stable foundation, that home life, that work and home, I want to work, come home to this and have that. Let's go on vacation. Let's do this. this is what they want to come in and express to you. This is because of what they saw and what they feel like, they need to tell you when it comes to somebody asking you, will you marry them? And this could be a Pisces. It could be any water sign. But I feel like somebody feels as though, you do it for them. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that would support you, in things that you do. They gave you, you know what I'm saying, that praise and celebrated, you know what I'm saying, that push, you know what I'm saying? But they also going to be somebody that supports your ideas, like whatever it is that you decided you want to do. Like go back to school. I want to go back and, try to get this and add this to my resume so I can do this and do that. That's a good idea. But it's things that this person, will and has supported when it came to you. I want to get a business started doing this. It wouldn't hurt, if we had some of this or had a place like that for this. And people can go here and get help. You could be a humanitarian. But this is somebody that also feels that the things you bring up and the things that comes to mind that you want to do, they support it. And it could be things that you want to work on when it comes to kids. You could have a big heart for kids. You could work with kids now, or there's things that you think about, or talked about with them that has something to do with children. But it's like somebody, has some past memories. They having some nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts and memories that they feel like is in alignment, is in alignment for them, to want to have this 10 of Pentacles with you. You got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the 4 of Wands. I cannot make it up. A healer, an introvert. This could be an extrovert or whatever, but there's marriage here. 4 of Wands. Celebration. I can't make it up. For some of you, there's like a spirit baby between you and this person that, is to come. And this person could be in Hermit, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be an earth sign. They could have a lot of people, interested in them with the 7 of Cups. They could have a lot of people, that find them to be somebody that they want to get involved with. And they could have a history of having people, they could have some bodies. You know what I'm saying? They could have a lot of people that, have wanted to be with them or get, jump their bones. You know what I'm saying? Man or woman. But they want to come in and express some type of emotion. And this could be emotions that they've been holding on to, keeping to themselves, you know what I'm saying? And trying to find a way to express that. How do I do that? How do, working on new ideas. But this is like their feelings. You know what I'm saying? They dreams, whatever it is that they feel like is a bright future. Like I'm telling you, however they've been seeing things when they think of you, this is how they imagine things with you. They have they daydream a lot about life with you, like going here doing this together. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like some of the things that you and this person may have done in the past with this 6 of Cups has made this person, it's like somebody looking at you and them already together. Like if they took you to family functions and things like that, or they got, stuff going on in their family, they showed up and they looked at that, like somebody, kind of fantasized about that being a moment or what that would look like, if you were really their person. And they left, you know what I'm saying? If you walked away from this person, yeah, they had some thoughts and daydreams and ideas and fantasized about, you and them together. Clarified feeling attacking you is pointless. There's nothing is working. Clarify, feeling that attacking you is pointless, nothing is working. What's that about? Clarify. Feeling that attacking you is pointless. Who is this attacking you? Yeah, got the 5 of Wands, child. They attacking your ass, all right. With the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Shit, Archangel Michael is on their ass. Like somebody is... If they're attacking you, verbally, like trying to talk shit about you or, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth, when it comes to, like talking to somebody else or, having that back and forth conversation, with different people about you, or they around people that's like chiming you. How you have people that will talk about a person that they don't even fucking know, all because the person that brought you up is saying what they saying, and other people, just chiming in. You know what I'm saying? Like social media shit. People will stitch that post, you know what I'm saying, that recording or, you know, that video to somebody on their post and everybody chiming in, you know, on the situation, but nobody knows that person personally. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you know, this could be a fire sign. Or this is, you know, the fact that somebody, you know, is having a whole bunch of whoever this is, they in a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition. Whatever it is you're doing, other people do. And it's like people competing like for, you know, clout, or they competing, you know, for recognition, attention, likes and shit like that. So whatever it is, it's like somebody feels as though the shit they saying about you or what they've been saying about you ain't working. Anything they done brought up about, you know, you, it's not working. And I feel like it's only because, you know, this person don't have that balance. You know, they off balance. Like somebody's very chaotic. They got a chaotic spirit. This is somebody that, you know, is going to be judgmental, but also competitive, you know, with everything they do. Like this is somebody that feels as though if they feel like that person shouldn't, nobody should really care what this person talking about or should be that interested in what somebody else is talking about, they'll go out of their way to try to express, you know, they feelings toward people that find that person content or their conversation relevant. Like, why y'all even listen? I'm getting that this girl when she said something about knocking on your tarot cards. And people that knock on these tarot cards, you know, you shouldn't be trusting people like that. You shouldn't even listen to people like that. I'm just using it as an example. You know what I'm saying? When you know how something goes or the purpose behind something, and some people in the comments was like, well, shit, it's just seeming like you don't like the people knocking on whoever these people are that you watch and knock on their tarot cards. It's something about them you don't like. Let me find out who that is. They probably looking better than you. They probably over there doing something you ain't doing. They probably doing something you scared to do. They probably touching on something and doing something in that reading that got is calling you out, and you don't like that. So you found the smallest thing, the pettiest thing to bring up. Don't knock on your tarot card. Don't trust people that knock on their tarot cards. You know how the fuck you sound? You know how the fuck you sound? You sound like you got bubble gum for brains. It just is not given. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody gonna have their concept of how something, you know, is different from anybody else or what somebody else does. But until you know the purpose in life, then you understand, you know, the cause and, you know, the reason behind why somebody do what they do. But if you don't know your own damn purpose, you're gonna call everybody's purpose bullshit. I mean, when somebody got a calling on their life or they got a purpose, you know, because of what their gifts are, who are we to say, you know, that that's not their purpose? Who are we to say that that ain't what they supposed to be doing? It's like an assigned seat. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody assigned you to this person to keep them in line or keep them, you know, who the purpose police out here? I'm just saying. Because you got the Temperance at the bottom of the deck and the Eight of Wands. Like I said, somebody is ascended. Somebody is out of somebody's damn spiritual ranking. No matter what they look like in person or what they looking like on their platform, somebody's spiritual ranking ain't to be played with. Somebody done put a lot of work into themselves. Somebody has ascended. And it could be a earth sign with this Eight of Pentacles. Because somebody's protected. But at the same time, somebody, you know, they need to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? They need to be, you know, cooperating. This could be somebody that don't want to see somebody else work with another person. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody at work don't want to see you conversing with other people or somebody in particular because they don't like them. So why you talking to them? Like, why you know, you must like the shit they do. You must be okay with them being like that or what they said to me yesterday. Like, why would you fuck with them? It's giving that. You could be this fire sign because you got this Five of Wands out here and you got the Temperance. In fire. Okay? So when it comes to somebody actually, you know, trying to do something, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody, you know, abusing what they doing. If it's gifts, they abusing their gifts by attacking somebody else and not allowing, you know, the universe, you know, to balance something out or let something go and work on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Cooperate with their spirit team and the signs and stuff that they being given, the downloads that, you know what I'm saying, they being given to like stop something, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? You can learn from this person. That's what I'm getting. Like somebody keep attacking you, but they could be learning from you. But instead of them accepting the lesson or the information being given, they just rather come up against your ass. Clarify this 5 of Wands. Feeling that attacking you is pointless. Nothing is working. Shit, they going back and forth and trying to compete and talk shit, get some shit stirred up, and here you out here done ascended, working with your spirit team. You out here being grounded and getting grounded and shit like that, and minding your damn business and ascending and making your, you know, your mark, you know, in the realm. And this person, you know, is sitting out here shooting air balls and shit with this 5 of Wands. Clarify this 5 of Wands. And I feel like this competition that they trying to be in with you, you know, when it comes to attacking you, why are they attacking the collective? Why are they attacking the collective? You got the Page of Swords with the King of Swords out here. Somebody, they curious. Somebody want to know. They asking a lot of questions, you know, trying to see what it is that makes them different than you or something like that. Makes them, you know, what is it about this person? What is it about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? What is it, you know, about them? And they could be talking to somebody, you know, being chatty. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody trying to, and they could be talking to somebody that's taking up for you. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever they saying or whoever they trying to feed this bullshit to may be saying things on behalf of the person they talking about, the collective. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in a group of people and somebody start, you know, going in on that person or something, certain things about that person, and other people or a particular person is saying, well, shit, they probably done went through this, and this. That's the only time, you know, somebody like that towards somebody is that somebody been like this or came at them like that or handled them like this. Like, shit, I would do it too. I be this, I blah, blah, blah. And they saying they would do the same thing the collective would have done, or I would have did worse because I don't play that. It's like that. So whatever they attacks is on, it's pointless because it's not working. And another thing, spiritually, the shit ain't working. Somebody know how to transmute energy. So at the end of the day, they can't start something that you can't, you know, dead that shit, you know what I'm saying, and keep moving. Because I feel like somebody wants to be sending you this chaotic energy, you know what I'm saying, to get you to be somebody that compete or respond to all these little small petty things. But they got some curiosity questions. Somebody chatting, talking, trying to figure out, like, you know, what they can say, what they know about you, how you know this, you know, what you know about them. It's like this, like somebody, you know, trying to have some type of communication. Like somebody they curious as to what they can say to like one up you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Clarify this Page of Swords. Yeah, these motherfuckers watching. Pocket watching too. Pocket watching too. So whoever this is, it's like somebody possibly, you know, is wanting to see, like, if somebody like what they can say, you know, what they see that person doing, what they got going on, what is that for, you know, like trying to find things to like say about, you know, what you doing, what you working on. 7 of Pentacles. You got the Hangman at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Like somebody intuition blocked the shit. Like they just talking out the side of their damn neck, but it's like somebody curious as to know, you know, wanting to know, you know, this, asking questions, you know what I'm saying, about what somebody working on and shit. And wanting to go. That's why people be telling folks, stop telling your next move to the next person. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody asking you that WYD, what you doing? What the fuck you want? What do you want? Like, get to the damn point. You know what I'm saying? Who you asking for? Because nowadays you gotta, you got people that be scamming and plotting and planning on Uber and Lyft, and they want to know your location. Your driver talking about, let me stop right here, get some gas. Now they snatching people out the first person car, all kind of shit. So people asking what you're doing, it's a very, real question, you know what I'm saying, to question. Because some days, people saying what you're doing, they want you to be comfortable with it because the shit that come with it. They don't want you to, start asking questions like, well, how you want to know that? What you want? What you want? What you trying to do? Where you need to go? What you need? Oh, nothing. If it ain't none of that, then you just being nosy. You know what I'm saying? You want to know what somebody at just so you can, just clarify. Then you want to, well, let's FaceTime so they can see if that's really where you at. Like that kind of shit. Go on and leave people like that alone. Because motherfuckers just be wanting to know so they can report back to whoever this motherfucker is and get them some answers because they curious as fuck about a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Whoever this fire sign is. Whoever this damn fire sign is, somebody's curious and they feel as though like, whatever somebody working on, whatever it is they planting seeds doing, they minding their damn business doing it. But it's like whatever you doing when it comes to these attacks, you still working. They see you still showing up, you still making damn videos, you still making content. That same day they thought saying this and bringing that up and posting about that and saying something they felt like was going to get back to you, you still made some content that day. You still made some content the next day. You ain't addressed shit they said. And ain't nobody in the comments saying nothing that they want to hear because they really want to hear from you. They really wanted to get back to you, but it ain't getting back to you the way they wanted to. So ain't nothing working. Ain't nothing working. What's the Page of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles? What's the Page of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles? You got the Six of Swords, the Chariot, and the Four of Swords. So somebody sees that you done moved on. This is somebody you done moved on to calmer waters, right? But it's like whatever, somebody have to deal with, wherever you moved on, yeah. Let me just say this. If somebody dealing with a third party that is speaking ill on you or like trying to come up against you and talk shit about you, maybe they do tarot too, maybe they, work in some type of field of interest that you in or something like that, whether they, they don't have to. They can maybe work and have done some of the same work you done, or they work in the same workplace. So let me back up. Because you got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck now. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody is like feeling as though them talking about you and bringing up shit, you know what I'm saying, about you or talking shit about you, especially online or like in a group along with other groups of people, like trying to, keep some shit going. Somebody asking questions and wondering if it got back to you, if you heard about it, did you say anything, but you still working. Seven of Pentacles. So to clarify that, you got the Six of Swords that came out with the Chariot. Just that alone, and you moving on to calmer waters, no hard feelings, no grudges, no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Your heart is still activated. Your heart hasn't closed, shut down, or nothing like that. You ain't got no hard feelings for nobody. With this Chariot, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, somebody is working through whatever it is, and this is forward movement, like facing whatever it is they know people gonna say and come up against you and do, and you know what I'm saying, what they gonna bring up about you and shit like that. But somebody want to compromise, they want to work some shit out, bring something, to rest because you healing. And it's like somebody saying that, like somebody saying, man, that person just don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, on that bullshit. They healing, they minding their fucking business. That's all they got going on. They doing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like somebody saying that. And it could be, somebody that's heartbroken, going through some type of separation or something like that, or they know, that you may have walked away from somebody, because they may have gotten involved with somebody else, or they had somebody else they was entertaining, whether they chose that person or not, and they may know, that's why you walked away, but you haven't addressed it. You haven't even addressed it. You hadn't made no videos about it. You hadn't posted any content. about, that separation between you and somebody else. You haven't even done that. But the person they may have moved on to or got involved with want to make a big issue out of it, like it's, they want some attention for that. They want, to keep bringing, oh, that person, I know they feel some type of way because they was in love with that person. They was crazy about that person, child. They over here with me. Now this person finna leave they motherfucking ass because this person don't even see they self marrying nobody but you. They might be over there with them, but the point is this person can't stop talking about you and keeping this person hearing negative shit about you. For this person knowing like shit, I know this person gonna talk shit. They probably gonna have shit to say about the collective, but I'm finna go over here and work this out with them. Ain't nothing nobody saying keeping this person from getting in this damn chariot and taking the fuck off. Because they coming to resolve something with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or they got that person got this somewhere in their chart. They could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Just say that. Okay? Don't have to be. They can have this as a placement in their chart. But it's like somebody going to, they healing. Or somebody saying like this person is healing. They want to come to some type of truth. You know what I'm saying? And having to lay that shit to rest. Because ain't none of that shit working. You over here healing, meditating, recouping, and shit like that. Whatever somebody's saying, let them say it. The chariot, let them say that shit. Because I feel like whoever is attacking you verbally is somebody, in the midst of them that don't give a damn about what they saying. And they could be, dealing with the fact that they dealing with somebody that don't have no self-discipline. They don't have no self-control. And this may have been somebody they got involved with at the time that, they may not have seen just how reckless and petty this person was until it, got out of hand, or they saying shit that they really don't know nothing about, because that person still gonna, make a move. It's like somebody saying, I don't give a damn what you talking about. I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? That's the very reason why I fuck with them. Because they ain't like you. They ain't even doing the shit you doing. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Like somebody is realizing the way somebody attacking you or coming up against you, talking shit, and feeling like they intimidated by you, or they need to be in some type of competition with you, trying to compare themselves to you and shit like that, bringing up stuff about you. It's like somebody saying, but they ain't doing that to you. They ain't even saying shit about me. They ain't even studying me for real. That's why I fuck with them. Exactly. It's like somebody don't want to accept, that the shit they didn't say it ain't stopped nobody from moving forward. They want to go on and they know they gonna, when they come towards you, they gonna have to deal with some shit that done came out that you may have found out about, whether they told you about it or not. But that's some shit that they went, they in, you know what I'm saying? They invited that in. That's on me. Like somebody saying, that's on me. That's my fucking fault. I need to have, looked at shit better than I did. I should have, separated myself and had more self-discipline about being around people like that. These people ain't nowhere near how you are. At all. In no kind of goddamn way. And that was fucked up that such and such and such. So I said this, I said that, yeah. But at the time, maybe not, looking at just because I didn't say nothing don't mean that I didn't care. But maybe I should have said something sooner, stood up for you. You know what I'm saying? But somebody want to lay something to rest. But the shit got to lay down. It's got to, can't keep beating a dead dog. Nobody gives a damn. Okay? 4 souls. Nobody give a fuck. This person heartbroken, or they feel some type of way about a damn divine feminine. Somebody mad because somebody done. How you gonna fuck with the Empress? How you gonna really just try to tear down the Empress? For real? And they didn't expect you to be somebody that could defend yourself anyway. They didn't expect you to be somebody that'll speak up for yourself. Stand your ground. Know when somebody sending you some negative energy. They didn't think you knew how to do no damn return to sender. They didn't think you knew shit about that. Okay? I'm just saying, somebody just part of the goddamn bubblegum game. With that bubblegum brain, somebody part of the bubblegum game. I know somebody gonna try to steal my shit. I already know it. Authenticity ain't for sale. You just gotta come with it. Okay? Authenticity can be very attractive regardless of how somebody, short hair, long hair, don't care. But if you got some authenticity, it make you bomb as fuck. Okay? Very attractive. Man or woman. Because of what you know, I'm scared to face you for a shot. What I said. Somebody know whatever this separation came from, whatever caused the separation. Somebody in fear. They're dealing with a whole lot of goddamn tears. You know what I'm saying? They know they caused some tears. They know they caused you to shed some tears. They know it. And whatever it was a separation. You know what I'm saying? But this transformation, somebody done let some things fall away. They scared, to face you because of what you know. You went through a transformation. This person way down, feeling burdened and shit. Behind the fact that, they, may have got the emotions, involved when they didn't think it would be. Especially if they were trying to be, emotionally unavailable. But their emotions was very much available. Okay? But they, could be a water sign dealing with an air sign. Or they got air in their chart. But when it comes to somebody actually dealing with, and I'm saying water sign because somebody is crying. Like somebody has felt some type of way. Whether this heartbreak or this breakup, came, with a lot of, it may have been hard. It may have been hard to try to give that person the benefit of the doubt package, 10 of wands, like trying to, just being weighed down with a lot of things. And maybe they felt like they had a lot of shit on their plate. They may have felt like they had a lot of responsibility, to step up and be, emotionally involved in everything that come with to be in some type of commitment. But with this 3 of Swords, it's like somebody felt, that they broke your heart. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes them scared to face you, air sign. Because they know they broke your heart. They know they did. They could have possibly went through a transformation. You know what I'm saying? They may have let some excess things fall away. Their heart chakra could be activated now. Like I said, they may not have been acting and performing. And when they came across you, they may not have been in the best place in their life emotionally. Deep down, on the surface, they may have, they can dress it up and make it real for you all day long. But deep down, you don't know if you're dealing with a heartbroken man or woman or a scorned man or woman or not. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't find out until they get in the bedroom and the lights go down and this person ready to take your damn life. You know what I'm saying? Just because they finally got you back. That's their way of getting you back. Some people just want to get close to hurt you one more time so they ain't got to worry about nobody else having you. If you know what I mean. Okay? But this person know they caused some hurt for you because they know how you felt. And they know what your goal was, 7 of Pentacles. Your goal was, for something long term. It wasn't for the bullshit. Clarify this 3 of Swords. Because of what you know, I'm scared to face you for a shot. What are they scared that you know? What is this person scared the collective knows about? With this 3 of Swords, what are they scared the collective knows about? 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 They got them scared to shoot their shot. What are they scared the collective knows about? I'm not going to keep these. What are they scared the collective knows about? Got the King of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. Somebody could feel like they scared that whatever they scared of, they feel like they're going to be met with some type of hostility. Some type of, conflict or battle. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gonna have some words or something, but that's not even the case. Because it is 5 of Cups. And they, may have, whatever collaboration they made and went into some type of connection with somebody else, they didn't work with that person, or they, afraid to shoot their shot because they didn't work with you the first time. They wasn't, they didn't want to collab, with you and then come together with you at the time, or wasn't there for you when it really mattered. Thank you, Holy Spirit. It may have been about their abundance, like they may have been, focused on their money, their wealth and stuff like that, their reputation, you know what I'm saying, their image. They may have been more focused on that than, what it meant to have somebody by your side that actually genuinely fuck with you. Your money can come and go. Your money can go up and down. You know what I'm saying? You can have it today and be gone tomorrow, but so can people. You know what I'm saying? And you may be able to, bounce back on the money side, but you may never get another collective again. You know what I'm saying? You may never get another this genuine person again. Especially if this person made it about their income, and, their finances, when it came to their image and their status, their wealth. And this could be somebody, you know what I'm saying, that is very, they see you as somebody abundant, a solid investment. But they feel like they're going to be met with some type of dishonesty. And maybe they thought, that they had like a, they wealth and all that stuff, mattered more. You know what I'm saying? But they see you as somebody, King of Pentacles, you know what I'm saying? Man or woman. They see you as somebody very intuitive. You know what I'm saying? But you, just because, how some folks think just because folks are generous and very giving and stuff like that, some people like to take people like that as stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like slow. Like, man, if I had that kind of money, man, I wouldn't be doing that for nobody. That's why you ain't got that goddamn money either. That's why you ain't gonna get it. Because some folks get a bunch of money and they don't want to, help other people in some way, in whatever that is, or get something started where it is helpful to people. You know what I'm saying? Where give back, where you see there's, a need for something. Sometimes you get put in them fucked up positions in situations so you can see what the world around you need. You won't see it unless you have to, find yourself needing it yourself. When you need it, that's the world, that's the universe, that's the Most High God. That's your spirit team telling you, this is what the world can use. And in this situation, maybe you need to be the motherfucker going through it so you can see just what the world around you needs. People like you at this moment in time, this is what you need. So when you do get that kind of money, that's why you'll hear somebody say, if you had this kind of money, what would you do with it? Like some people want to take a question straight from God, but they hit you with a goddamn scam as a response. Every time. And the Most High God will let you know quick, fast. I don't do shit like that. I won't do nothing at all if I'm gonna, play with your blessing back and forth and dangle a blessing in your face. I'm either gonna give it to you or I'm not. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that got a little money, if you about your money, you need to be about your inheritance. Be about your energy. Don't give people time that they don't deserve. Because some folks just want your undivided attention so they can pull from your fucking energy on some stupidity. On some unrealistic ass shit that is really benefiting them. Just the more you sit there and listen. Look at the whole video. Look at these nuts. Okay? Tell me about this Three of Swords with this King of Pentacles. I want to know what got their ass scared to face you for this shot because of what you know. What is it they think the collective knows? What is it that they think the collective knows? It's got them scared to shoot their shot. What is it they think the collective knows? What is it they think the collective knows? They got them scared to shoot their shot. What is it that they think the collective knows that got them scared to shoot their shot? Because of what you know. What is it they think you know? What is it they think the collective knows? They got them running scared. is it they think the collective knows? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What is it they think the collective knows about? Clarify. You got the Five of Cups. 555 could be of significance. Whoever this is, they feel some type of way that something ended in the first place. And they dealing with a lot of loss and grief behind this separation. That they got something wrong. And I feel like when it comes to them, not using their throat chakra to speak up, and especially when this separation happened, if they didn't come back around right away and say something, they really didn't know what to say. And it's mainly because they feel like, there's, some type of competition they put you in, or they felt like you needed to compete, or they, was competing with you or something like that, especially if they feel like, if they did try to speak up at that time, like it was going to be an argument, or you was going to be very aggressive toward them or something like that. Or it was going to be some type of conflict, especially if they felt like they put you in a competition, like they wanted you to compete for them, like, or making you feel as though you wasn't enough. This is why they feel like they afraid to come towards you. This Queen of Cups. And they want to lay something to rest with you, for this wish fulfillment. Like somebody sees you as, the gift. You know what I'm saying? They see you as the gift that, they learned a lesson. Like they learned a lot from you, or they learned a lesson. With the Three of Wands, when it comes to who their Empress is. Who is the true Empress? And they scared to face you for a shot because of, the fact that they didn't come back around, or they didn't stand up for themselves, and they disappointed. Like they feel like they disappointed you. You know what I'm saying? Like they're a disappointment. If I can't have you, nobody else will do. Clarify. If I can't have you, nobody else will do. Divine Feminine. Clarify this. Yeah, they ain't gonna cooperate with nobody else. Three of Pentacles in reverse. They ain't gonna work with nobody else. It ain't no working something out. If somebody else they moved on to, or somebody else want to be with, it's gonna be they not gonna commit to nobody else. They not. It's at the bottom of the deck. Three of Pentacles in reverse. I'm telling you, they were trying to be emotionally available when it came to you, but because of your boundaries, you know what I'm saying? You made clear what you wanted. You made clear, what you not gonna entertain and tolerate and shit like that. The point is, they know you got boundaries that they know they should have had, and should be considering, looking more at, not just for themselves, but for the relationship, for the connection. Because if they don't, then they allow people to end up coming into places and times in their life, in a connection that they ain't got no business being, letting people in your business, letting people weigh in and speak on shit that they ain't got no business speaking on, even if they family. Okay? So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, somebody feeling as though, you know what I'm saying, that if they can't, they making that clear, like if I can't have you, nobody else will do. You know what I'm saying? And they know what they did. They taking accountability for whatever, they know their part was, because they didn't work with you then. But yeah, especially if they were dealing with a Queen of Wands at the time, somebody very vengeful and spiteful and shit like that. Gotta go out of their way, to sabotage wherever they feel like you going. If you on your way to work, they gonna call the job, come to the job, do something, make you lose their job, because they feel like, how some folks feel like if I can't have you, nobody else can. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else gonna do. If I can't have you, nobody else will do. Yep. Got the Hierophant out here. What's the Queen of Swords with the Hierophant? Whoever this is, did you share some knowledge with this person? Or somebody sharing something with them? They could be talking to a mentor or, some type of authoritative figure. Or this is somebody that shares the same knowledge or interest or something like that as you. Like both of y'all might be very supportive or was supportive of each other or something like that. Different things, but it's like certain things that mm-mm. It's almost given like somebody saying they don't want somebody that's trying to be you. They would rather have you. I don't need, the next best thing. I just need the best thing. I want that. I don't want people trying to, follow in your footsteps. I don't want somebody trying to duplicate you. I don't want somebody trying to, reinvent you or think they can be a better you. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to be you for me or be a better you for me or be better. I want that person. What's the Queen of Swords with the Hierophant? If I can't have you, nobody else would do. Let's see this. Yeah, got the Tower. And the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And for some of you, or somebody in particular, it's going to come as a shock to somebody and this may not be for somebody here, but it's going to come as a shock. It's going to cause a tower, or this person could be in a tower. They may be having a tower moment. Okay? And that's mainly because whatever it is that, they were not seeing before, especially if they were, resisting change, at the time in their life or on their path, they resisted a lot of change. Maybe the things that they felt like, being with outside or people that they were used to being able to control or thought they were was easier to be with. You know how some people be like, I'll be with a hood chick, or, what I'm saying, give me a project chick. People that's lower vibrational than them, so that they can, what I'm saying, have their way and be the way they want to when they don't have to change. It's like they'll accept me no matter what I'm like and shit like that. But then you got boundaries. They can't be that way with you. They can have what they want, but they can't have what they need unless they make some changes. They just gonna get a bunch of damn followers that want to, be, what I'm saying, in competition for this person. They may like this shit. They may like, having people come in behind them and shit like that, fall in line behind them and shit like that, but there's things that this person is being pointed out to them, or is being shown, like, how to look at something, especially when it comes to, certain beliefs and shit that they ain't gonna fly with you. Like you think for yourself. You don't, listen to other outside people. You your own person. You know what I'm saying? And this person may, have people constantly trying to get them to go in a certain route or go a certain way with a certain group of people. Think this way, go after these kind of folks. You know what I'm saying? And that's not, probably what that person wants. And to step outside the box to do that, they know a lot of people gonna talk shit because they feel like that. And when you around somebody, if this person around somebody, they don't feel like if they don't do what they say do, or be with somebody they say they should be with, then they don't want nobody. You know how people like, I got 2 cars and, what I'm saying, I got a nice house. I've been on my job, 20 odd years, so I'm trying to shoot my shot with that person. They don't want nothing. That person just don't want you. They just don't want you. It ain't got nothing to do with what you have, what you've acquired. Those necessities, those things that you know what I'm saying, that you acquire for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Those things that survival, rewarded you with a home, a car. That ain't nothing different than most people need to have. That don't give you the open door, the green light to get any woman you want just because you got them things. There's women that got that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But this tower is giving like somebody, knowing that they is, gonna cause that in the same sense that somebody don't want to, like when you're resisting change because you don't want to cause a tower. And they know being with you is gonna cause a tower moment. It's gonna be a tower. It's gonna be some shit that's just gonna fall. It's gonna go up in smoke. You know what I'm saying? It may be some people that want to kick them out the damn family. But you know what I'm saying? You self-efficient. You know what I'm saying? You're abundant in your own right. You have what you need. You don't really need this person to get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need them. And that's what this person like about you, that you don't need them to move on. You don't need them, to give you the world. You know what I'm saying? You're not, what I'm saying, somebody that's needy. You just somebody that requires, somebody that's going to take care of their heart and look and protect their heart. Not somebody that's going to, be more protective of their money, their car, and their home and shit like that, and nothing else in it. Nobody else, just them. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be a tower, and then that's how they feel. Like, I don't give a damn. Like, somebody just going to be out their mind and off their shit. You know what I'm saying? And be shocked. What's the Hierophant with the tower? What's the Hierophant with the tower? And this causing a tower with this group of people that may be trying to, influence this person and share different knowledge, or try to, get this person to look at you in a different light because of what they doing versus what you do, and what they have versus what you have and don't have, where what you got going on and your beliefs and stuff like that, what you do, what you believe in, and what this person religious beliefs is, versus your spiritual beliefs. Whatever the case, it's like causing a tower, or they know that that's what's going to happen. What's the Hierophant with the tower? And it could come as a shock to somebody that, that think differently, than them. Or is trying to get them, to see something differently or go another route, you know what I'm saying? Or trying to impose some type of belief or, way of thinking about you, the way, the boundaries that you have, the way you communicate and shit like that. Like somebody trying to use, how you speak or the things you talk about, the way you talk about it, your boundaries, your clear communication, the communication with the Most High. They feel like, what you doing or how you is or what you say and how you, operate is something they need to be concerned about or something like that, or something they feel like the person needs to stay away from, or not listen to or not trust. What's the Hierophant with the tower? We're going to close out. What's the Hierophant with the tower? She is 6 of Wands. This is a victory. And the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody want this victory. They heart chakra activated. They want this victory. Somebody, wants to work with you. But I feel like, when it comes to somebody actually, swallowing their pride, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what other people going to say. And it may be a lot of people that's going to be on their ass too, but they want to come in with some type of consistency. They know consistency is key. They know they can't just come in and be around, for the, what I'm saying, for the come up and then be out the damn door because they got you back. Well, I got them back. They took me back. You know what I'm saying? We at least back talking. You know what I'm saying? Like they know they're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, be reliable. They know they're going to have to be responsible. Not for just their actions, you know what I'm saying, but they conversations, you know what I'm saying, the company they keep, the people they be around. They know they're going to have to come in, and this is the only way they're going to get this damn victory. They got to swallow their pride and damn what other people going to say, because they know they're going to say it. They already know it. They already know that's going to happen. But they come, what's the overall outcome moving forward in this situation for my collective? What's the overall outcome moving forward? What's the overall outcome moving forward for my collective in this situation? What's the overall outcome? Got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody being vengeful and spiteful and shit. Jealous and envious. What about this Queen of Wands in reverse moving forward? Why the Queen of Wands in reverse? Why the Queen of Wands in reverse? Why the Queen of Wands in reverse moving forward? Why the Queen of Wands in reverse moving forward? Got the Ten of Swords. Because somebody don't like that you close out a cycle, or they don't like the fact that, whatever the cycle is between them and somebody else is over and that there's a marriage here. Somebody don't like the fact that this is, this cycle is closed out. They could be going through, it could be a bittersweet moment, but this could be, some betrayal. This could have been that ending of something that happened moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody feels as though they feel like they betrayed. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like they a failure. Queen of Wands in reverse. Especially if they thought this person, was going to marry them and not you. What's the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Ten of Swords? This is the universe balancing things out. Making something right. Making something right. Where somebody wanted to keep, confusion going. They wanted to, cause a Two of Swords. To keep this person blinded, to the truth when it came to, a stalemate. They wanted to keep this person at a stalemate. Whoever this is, collective. They wanted to keep somebody that's possibly coming towards you to bury you. They wanted whoever they were walking away from, or whoever they were, in some type of, connection with. It may not have been serious, but it was not going to go anywhere because this person had already made up in their own mind that, they had something else they wanted to do. And the longer they stayed, the more they were reminded, of why they need to go. And they made a bad, fucked up decision. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the Most High God need to know that when I point this out to you, because you keep going back, you keep ignoring things, you keep hurting people that don't deserve it. And I sent this person there to show you there's something better, there's something more, but you have to want to see it. And the only way you can see it is if you'd have been faced with the facts, so vividly that you can't ignore it. And if you do, you're going to feel you ignoring something worse than you ever felt it. And I feel like somebody now sitting around the very thing and being in the same energy that the person that's being vengeful and blocking them is in, it made this person awaken. And especially when they give you somebody to compare another person to, even if they ain't trying to compare you, collective. They can't help but understand why your actions and the person that they're around and the energy they in when they're around this person is the way it is. And you ain't gonna have, if they thought they was gonna have this person as a husband or a wife, they were gonna be dealing with this person being like this for the rest of their life. Because they may, have been shown and looked at like, damn, this person just don't want to deal with this shit here and that shit over there and this shit I got going on here. But you did walk away, and they feel like the reasons you had for walking away was their own fault. You know what I'm saying? Because they put it out there and they allowed it to be looked at like that instead of them dealing with it, when it first happened. And they should have spoke up and said something, but they felt like they was going to be back and forth with you about it. Like they felt like there was gonna be, some hostility, some aggression, or they felt like the person, this Queen of Wands, was gonna, come towards you on some bullshit because they don't want to fuck with them no more. Okay, so they may have been held up in coming towards you because this third party was doing their best and everything they could to keep this person from seeing who the real empress was. But they behavior, was what this person was trying to avoid having to deal with, especially when it came to coming towards you. Because then that just means that if you left because of a third party that they didn't tell you about, you did the right thing. But them not telling you about it still is in the back of their mind as to knowing that you do know about the third party, whether you know that person personally or not. But taking accountability for it, is part of the reason why they, are scared to come towards you, because of the fact that they didn't tell you. And you know what I'm saying? And once they realize that that was at the same time they realized they was with the wrong motherfucker anyway. And that wrong motherfucker wanted something with them that they know at that point they wasn't going to give them. They wasn't going to give it to them. They know who they'll give it to, but, that has to happen first. They have to get the green light for that, and they have to work on themselves, to get there. But they got to first close out this cycle, and that's what they did. And I feel like this Queen of Wands is bittersweet about that shit too. But they were saying all they could to keep this person, at a stalemate with this Two of Swords. Possibly over a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right? This could be involving a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They could be dealing with a low vibrational earth sign. Don't have to be. Or they dealing with, a low vibrational fire sign. Or somebody got fire in their chart, But this may have been, a karmic situation for both of them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to end it here, collective. Hopefully the message resonates with you. This is Divine Eyed Mystic Tarot. Y'all do something nice for somebody today, even if you don't know them. Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe on your way out for me. And until next time, those of you that genuinely love me, you know what it is. I love you too. Mwah.